None? No way. You gotta hear this beer review. Welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer Review with Shagdog and Jammer. We're here to taste test the good, the bad, and the downright weird beers, so you don't have to. Spoiler alert. Some of these brews are wilder than your drunk uncle at a wedding. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit like, and share this video with your drinking buddies. Grab a cold one, sit back, and let's find out. Will it be a spit or a swallow? Cheers.
Hey! Welcome to this Spit or Swallow Beer Review. I had a few technical difficulties before starting this new one. Anyway, I got Komes Russian Imperial Stout, 12% ABV. It's a product of Poland. Intense roasted flavor, lagered for 6 months. Like I said, it's a Russian Imperial Stout. It says here, Komes Russian Imperial Stout is rich in flavor, aromatic and complex, dark, top-fermented beer, lagered for several months. A specialty appreciated by beer lovers all over the world. When Komes is stored for 36 months, the beer changes taste. Now you can decide how long to let your Komes mature. Well, this is from 2022. So it's what, 2 years? 2 years, and so we should be on the dry and complex area, right at the beginning stages of dry and complex. They have a little chart right here that tells you right there where it should be. Fresh and roasted at the few months to all the way dry and complex at 36 months. So 24 starts right about there, and you got the rest of the way to go right there. So it should be on the beginning stages of dry and complex. So let's go ahead and dive in here real quick. Just so you know, here is the cap. It says stuff in Polish, so I don't know if you can see it. Let me get the right angle there. And then on the inside, it has absolutely nothing, but I want to show it to you anyway. Oops. I'll show it to you anyway. Because you cap pervs out there really enjoy your caps. I don't blame you. I've been collecting caps in order to make a bar. You know, I'm going to take a bar, make this bar, and I'm going to take all the caps, and then I'm going to lay it out on the top of the bar, and then I'm going to pour acrylic over it, and have all these different caps of all the different beers I've tasted over the past probably 10 years at least. I think that's when I started collecting the caps, 10 years. Before I just threw them out. Now it's going to be about 10 years worth of caps, and I'm going to put them all on the, showing the names of all the different beers and everything. So that should be interesting, right? When I make that bar. Anyway, the aroma, I can already smell, but I'm not going to talk on it yet because I'm going to talk about the appearance. It's very dark. It's like I'm getting a little glimpse on the edges here on the glass, but not much. Almost as dark as that other one we had by Epic Brewing, but not as dark. This has a little browning effect on the edges and everything. So this is a little lighter in the general as the appearance and color. It has a tapestry of aromas there that just kind of mingle together, of dark chocolate, espresso, accompanied by hints of like dried fruits, like figs or raisins. Yeah, raisins. And in general, it kind of just intertwines with. Oh shit! I dropped a little bit on the mat there. Little, a little bit of like molasses, a roastiness, cherries, black cherries, and plums, maybe. A little caramel, and toffee. Yeah, yeah. Lingering. A little coffee, a little weaving together with a little toffee smell, a little smokiness in general. Let's go ahead and dive into the taste. Cheers. Um, nice bitter chocolate coffee, swiftly followed by a little bit of dark fruit sweetness. Um, like I said, like black cherries and plums. A little, figs, raisin type flavors, and then it evolves into caramel and toffee. A little smokiness, a little oakiness, a little smokiness in general, and it has a long, slightly warming, not by much, but slightly warming and lingering bitterness. It just kind of adds to the depth of it. It just kind of adds to making each sip kind of like a dance together intricately, overall. It's not super impressive, but it's not nothing to snub your nose to. It's like a beer that like demands your full attention and rewards you with the rich multi-layered experience. In general, I think that you wouldn't mind it. At least I think that in general, that most people wouldn't mind it. It is a sipping beer. The boozy alcohol effect. It's not as warming as the Epic Brewing one, but the same type of warming experience is there in the sense that it's lighter. It's sweet, but it's not sickly sweet, and that's the big thing with these high alcohol beers. They try to mask it with the sweetness. So if you can get a high alcohol beer that can mask the alcohol, the booziness of it, without being sickly sweet, you're doing great. I'm telling you, if you can find one, you're doing wonderful with it. This would be one that is venturing on the edges of that sweetness, overly sweetness area. So you're coming up right up to the edge, like right up to this edge here, and you're not quite there, but you're getting close. That's what it is. Overall, it's a very delicious beer. Easy to drink. Man, it's massively easy to drink. Impressive in that sense. Like I said, this beer is from Poland. Poland had, for some reason, Poland, for whatever reason, and when I first started doing beer reviews, I didn't think too highly of Poland in the sense of beer. I was massively wrong. I was massively mistaken, and I'm man enough, adult enough to respect and not only to respect but to admit that I was massively wrong about them. Polish beers are massively good. I mean, I am really impressed by. In fact, when I was in Poland, I was very impressed with the beers there, and as far as that goes, the food. But I have to admit, I was most blown away by the beautiful women. Um, I've traveled Europe. I've been to many different countries in Europe, and I'm going to tell you right now, Poland has some of the most beautiful women in Europe. Now, granted, I've known and seen plenty of women from Norway and all those other countries up in the Denmark and so forth like that, and I'd say that are they're fighting Poland and Russia and some of the small countries around Russia for the most beautiful women. But I'm telling you, Poland has enough in general that they can hold their own to it, you know. And the funny thing about it is too is that the Poland, the women there are very supposedly just from what I've read and experienced and everything, supposedly very religious and everything. And the men are usually, I hate to say it, not as religious and not as well respected in the sense of being able to support themselves, or let alone a woman and everything like that. And they most of the time are drunk or on drugs. You know, that's the prevailing opinion. I withhold my opinion about it because I don't know for a fact that the men are that way. But if they are, that leaves a lot of these Polish women longing to be with men who are not that way. Because, granted, let's face it, women are not going to want to be attracted to men or be with men who are constantly out of it, who are not trying to support themselves or their loved ones. They're not going to make a good, secure family unit and so forth. And they're not going to want to be with that type of guy eventually. I say that because most women, they go for the bad boy image anyway. And then when they realize that, they decide, hey, I don't want the bad boy. I want this guy here who is a family man who is going to support me, or at least contribute to the relationship and care for me and love me and all that stuff. I guess basically what I'm saying is Polish women are very beautiful. They can hold their own to many other countries in the world for some of the most beautiful women. And I'm telling you, they embrace their femininity with class and respect. I mean, my God, I saw them. They all look like models, and they carried themselves with such class and respect. Even the ones that didn't look like models, even the ones that were considered homely or downright ugly, you know, they all they embraced their femininity, and they all carried themselves with a degree of respect and integrity, you know. And I have to tell you, even the ugly ones, even the ugly ones were prettier than most of the ugly ones I've seen here in America. So, and Germany was kind of like that too, where I've seen a lot of beautiful women in Germany. You know, I will be taking a trip next year that will take me to France and Italy, um, and maybe Spain as well. I'm interested in seeing the highlights of those countries as well as the natural beauty of the people, hence the women. Even though I'm married, I still want to see how beautiful the women are because I'm telling you, and how well they embrace their femininity. Because women in America have really gotten away from embracing their femininity, embracing who they are. I mean, granted, that's not the end all and be all of their existence, but I tell you, there's a. It's like I told my wife. There's a lesson to be learned. Um, just look at uh, women from other countries, especially like uh, Brazil, Colombia, all those countries down below, and as well as Europe and everything. And then look at the girls here in America and everything, and compare the two. And I'm going to tell you right now, the women in these other countries, they embrace their femininity. Now, what do I mean by that? They embrace wearing dresses, skirts, having long hair, high heels, or just in general, embracing the fact that they put a little makeup on or something. They really embrace the femininity qualities. And what I told my wife was, look, these countries and everything like this, what do they have in common? When you look at the women, and then look at strippers and prostitutes and all these different people that you see, what do they have in common? And I'm going to tell you right now, the majority of these different countries and the majority of the women who are in the adult services or adult extracurricular activity businesses or whatever you want to call them, they embrace their femininity by having long hair, dresses, skirts, tight clothes that show off their figure, fingernails, makeup. Uh, they accentuate the positives of their figure and everything. It's only here in America that, well, I won't say only here in America, but a big part of America that they try to just get away from that completely by wearing short hair, wearing manly clothes, and wearing manly, just acting manly in general. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I understand you want to be considered more than just a sex object. I can tell you right now, if I was a female and I was considered a sex object, I would be embracing it. I would be loving it. As if I was a man right now. I am a man. And I was a man that was freaking, you know, the exceptional look, the exceptional style of man. What I'm getting at is the type of man that women would flock to, the women that would love, the manly man in the sense of like muscular and all this different stuff. Of course, surveys say that they really like the dad bods, and I have the dad bods, so technically speaking, I'd probably be more attractive to them than the muscle clad like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone type characters. I just think in general that it's a shame that women don't embrace who they are, not just for themselves but for others. I mean, if I was a woman, I'd embrace it first and foremost for myself. I would love, as the sense of being a woman, all the wonderful things, the niceties, the having like my wife, she embraces the fact that she likes soft clothes and these nice fabrics and stuff like that. Really super soft fabrics against her skin and everything like that. I guess I would if I was a man and cared about. If I was a woman and cared about those things, I guess I would. As a man, I don't give a shit. Yeah, they don't feel rough to me. They feel nice and soft. I embrace that. But it's not a big thing for me. But for certain women, it would be. I think smart women get to be too smart for their own good. In the sense of that they forget to to embrace some of the qualities that some of the dumb women that they consider dumb. The typical bubblehead blonde type look to be dumb. That's what they consider, not me. That's what they consider, and they would and they would embrace. They wouldn't like they wouldn't like some of the things they like because it's too feminine and too endearing to men because men enjoy it too much. They wouldn't want to be that, and that's a shame because why? Why not? Why not? Why not? What's the big deal? Men love a woman who is bubbly and nice and just full of energy. Just in general, a joy to be around that laugh and make them smile. Let's be honest. Everybody likes to be around somebody who makes them laugh and smile. Exclude the sex thing, you know. I mean, a good movie that will tell you that is The 7 Year Itch with Marilyn Monroe. Even though the movie is kind of sexist in a lot of ways, it does show how somebody that's considered dumb, not too smart, and everything is smarter than the person who thinks they're smart, who actually knows more about relationships and knows more about love and understanding each other as human people connecting. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know why it's such. I don't know why why women and men buck across the system against it. Anyway, didn't mean to go off on that tangent. This beer right here is very enjoyable. I think it's pretty darn good beer. Like I said, this gets 89. To me, it's not that bad. Man, it's ranked number 371 as a Russian Imperial Stout. Man, I think it's pretty enjoyable, pretty delicious. What would I give it? I'd give it a B plus and a swallow and a half, a swaff. It's that easy to drink. Yeah, that's what I would give it. Russian Imperial Stout. No comments, and that's okay because I know everybody's probably working. That's all right. Let's go ahead and finish this up. What I really like about this beer is the fact that it has that nice richness and they got the coffee espresso flavors and the maltiness to it and everything. Very easy to drink, and then it's at 12%. Awesome beer. Um, I think that most people probably would enjoy that. Yeah. You get a chance, try this Komes Russian Imperial Stout. Granted, it's 12%. It's intense roasted flavor lager for 6 months, or you can lager it for longer because it says right there you can lager it for 36 months as far as they're going. We're right at the beginning stages on this one at dry and complex, and it does have somewhat of a drying finish and everything. And it's very complex in the sense of flavors because, like I said, it has like dried fruits like figs, black cherries, raisins. Yet it's very and it has a nice sweetness to it, but it's not sickly sweet. And the alcohol is very well masked, so I mean, has the nice coffee chocolate flavors. It's pretty impressive in general. I've run too long on this one. Another one that I've ran long on. I'm sorry for that, guys, gals, everything in between. I run off on tangents, and especially when I've been drinking for a while. Man, I keep drinking it, and it's just as delicious as this first sip. I mean, it's just right there. Easy going. Nice slight warmth from the alcohol. But overall, it's very enjoyable and easy to drink. Even at the 12% alcohol content. Poland has always been very impressive to me in the since my mind has been changed about the beers that they produce. And that was in the early stages of the Spit or Swallow beer review. When we got Polish beers, I was like, wow, this is pretty darn good, you know. And I really embraced the fact that. And then, so now I've bought over the years several Polish beers to try them. And most of them have been pretty good. I mean, I got another one of the Komes that I will be doing later on. If I'm pronouncing it correct. Who knows if I'm pronouncing it correct? Other than a Polish person. But yeah. Very delicious beers. Not particularly my favorite of the sweetness level, but it's still not sickly sweet, so I can still tolerate it. I'm going to try to finish this. Very enjoyable, very delicious. If you get a chance, try this Komes Russian Imperial Stout. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions about it, please drop us a comment and so forth. I think it'd be awesome to hear from y'all about that. It seems very enjoyable from what I experienced myself. I would like to hear other people compare it to this. You know, compare the I like to hear other people's opinions to compare it to mine, is what I was trying to say. Granted, I had 14.1 earlier, so bear with me. 12% now. Try this. Let us know what you think. If you haven't already tried it, try it. And let us know what you think. If you have tried it, let us know what you think. If you have questions about it, let us know what you think. You know, I'd like to hear from you. Take care, guys, gals, everything in between. I'm Jammer, and this is the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. We'll see you on the next one.
I don't think people understand how crazy this beer journey has been. From the wildest flavours to the most unexpected brews, it's been a roller coaster of taste. So if you had a blast with us, why not give that like button a gentle tap? It really helps us out and keeps the beer flowing. Go ahead, subscribe for more wild beer adventures with Shagdog and Jammer. You won't want to miss our next crazy review. And hey, don't be shy. Share this madness with your friends and drop a comment below. We love hearing your thoughts and beer recommendations. Until next time, keep it frothy, keep it funky, and always remember to watch the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Cheers! And that's a wrap for this one. Stay tuned for more beer reviews.